when it comes to raising funding. And in 2022, it was estimated that they raised $1 billion or approximately 123 billion Kenya shillings. But the perhaps lesser touted startup scene in Rwanda is also taking shape, backed by strong government support, few barriers to entry, plus fiscal and non-fiscal incentives. And as Wahiga Maura now tells us, in 2023 alone, companies supported by one startup hub, the non-fiscal House in Kigali, have already attracted funding worth $7 million.
In the heart of Kigali sits a facility that boasts of being the largest on the continent in terms of office space. Externally, the structure of the non-fiscal House in Kigali is modern and eco-friendly. And once you walk inside, the hustle and bustle of a workforce comprising of millennials and Gen Zs is hard to miss.
Non-fiscal is more or less a one-stop center. Non-fiscal House Kigali is a one-stop center for everything to do with Africa's startup ecosystem.
Startups in Rwanda are pushing the envelope, experimenting with new business solutions, including how to deliver medical supplies using automated drones, how to make cheaper and more powerful electric motorbikes, and how to provide renewable energy in remote areas. And these ideas are attracting funding.
This year alone, we're in March, and startups just within the non-fiscal startup ecosystem have raised more than $7 million. So what does that show you? That the presence of a hub will attract the FDIs.
Non-fiscal prides itself on being the largest startup hub on the continent by square meters. But not just that, they say their offering includes co-working space, funding, access to funding, and other strategic tools.
East Africa and the rest of the world has taken note of this budding startup hub ecosystem in the land of 1,000 hills and are flocking there to explore the opportunities.
Kigali is fresh, it's budding with ideas, there's a lot that can happen, there's a lot of opportunity here.
It's easier to create networks, collaborations, ideas and all of that. So it's really a great space for startups.
When it comes to regulation, Kenya's startup bill, which is yet to be signed into law, was drafted to provide a framework to encourage entrepreneurship in Kenya. On the legislation front, however, Kigali is one step ahead.
Nairobi has amazing skill sets, which we don't have yet in the Kigali space, right? And even access to fundings. But Kigali is more open for business right now, one will say, because if I'm going to register a business and I'm going to have my business certificate in 2 to 3 hours, that's what the young African wants.
Across the continent, it is no secret that companies run by foreign founders have an advantage over their African counterparts. This is something the team at the non-fiscal House hope to change.
When you look around, you're like, oh, everyone here looks like me. 90% of the people here do what I am doing. So, or do things that are related to what I want to do. So you are encouraged, you are inspired.
Wahiga Maura, Citizen TV.